Good morning and vanakkam. In this video, we're going to be reading from Dancing with Shiva, Hinduism's contemporary catechism, written by Sadhguru Sivaya Subramania Swami, a richly illustrated sourcebook of Indian spirituality in question and answer form, exploring how to know the divine, honor all creation, and see God everywhere, in everyone. Today's lesson is lesson 115 and we'll begin by reading the caption to the facing image. A man and wife perform puja together in their shrine room, having ground fresh paste from a sandalwood block and taken their small Shivalinga from its finely tooled casket. He places it on the base while she stands ready to offer fresh water. Lesson 115. What is the home shrine significance? Shloka 115. Every Saivite maintains a home shrine. It is the most beautiful room in the house, an extension of the temple, the abode for deities and devas, and a holy refuge for daily worship and meditation. Aum Namah Sivaya. Bhashya. Every Saivite home centers around the home shrine, a special room set aside and maintained to create a temple-like atmosphere in which we conduct puja, read scripture, perform sadhana, meditate, sing bhajana, and do japa. Here, the presence of the gods is always felt, and we remember them especially morning and evening and before meals, which we offer to them before we partake. Worship traditionally begins before dawn with the simple act of dedication for the coming day. After a bath, morning puja is performed, which includes the repetition of the Gayatri or other mantras, and is followed by sadhanas given by one's guru. The form of home worship, Atmartha Puja, is simple. The deities are invoked and offerings are made. After the final arati or offering of the light, we supplicate them to bestow their grace on us, our family, and all devotees. Evening devotionals include a simple arati, bhajana, meditation, and reading of scripture, which carries one to lofty celestial realms during sleep. The Agamas affirm worship of one's chosen linga by anyone in their own home for divine protection is called Atmartha Puja. Aum Namah Sivaya. Good morning and vanakkam. In this video, we're going to be reading from Living with Shiva, Hinduism's contemporary culture, written by Sadhguru Sivaya Subramania Swami. 365 daily lessons based on ancient Vedic laws, disclosing how to approach family, money, relationships, technology, food, worship, yoga, and karma to live a truly spiritual life. Today's lesson is lesson 115 and the topic is you must purify yourself. Ask yourself, have I followed all the good advice given me? You come to hear my upadesha. Your coming is the asking for advice. You get advice and many of you ignore it and you have your own opinion. If you have your own opinion, why come? Opinions are just of the instinctive and intellectual mind. Most opinions are only moldy concepts. You come to have your opinions changed. You come to have them changed from within you through your own spiritual insight. But if you come with the armor of your opinions, then you are very foolish. You might as well stay home and live with your opinions, because there will be no spiritual progress or unfoldment for you for many, many years, maybe many lives. Ask yourself these vital questions. What are you going to do with the past that keeps bothering you and sometimes makes today a hell on earth for you? It is really easy to transcend this state of mind. Just remember and try to understand that the spirit within you, flows through the mind, like water flows through the earth. If you build barriers, then you fight your own spiritual being flowing through you. You develop qualities of jealousy, hatred, anger, revenge, and malice. Negative qualities are just congested masses of mind stuff that are temporary and do not allow the spirit to flow through. If you have negative qualities as boulders in your mind, the spirit cannot flow through you. But as it tries to flow through, it will automatically set a part of your mind out of control and you will be emotional. You can't help it. So you must purify yourself. You purify yourself by being kind to others, being generous until it hurts, being benevolent, being ready to serve at all times until you are strained in serving. Put a smile on the faces of other people. Gain your happiness and your positive states of mind by making other people happy. Negative people are always worried about themselves. Positive people are concerned with the happiness of others. Be strong enough to understand and do not allow yourself to sleep at night until you have understood the problems of the day. If you go to sleep with problems on your mind, you will go into a confused state of mind and you will toss around and later say, that is just the dream world, or I had a nightmare. All you did was lose your consciousness in a troubled subconscious state. But if you practice yoga and you sit and master each problem before falling asleep, even if it takes you several hours, you will gain enough rest for the next day, for you will have made this day a perfect day. If you refuse to do what you should do when you have the chance to do it, what hope is there for anybody else who does not even know what he should do? If you resist a spiritual life, possibly the responsibility for others falls on your shoulders, because everything starts with the one and multiplies into the many. It behooves you to understand very acutely and discriminatingly these basic principles and immediately put them into action in your life. Seize every spiritual opportunity you have to advance your soul, because when you do, the reaction is glorious on you. But when you resent and when you fight within yourself, the reaction is disastrous unto yourself, because you lose the battle when you begin to fight your own inner self. You win the battle when you begin to express yourself spiritually, when you begin to live with Shiva. Sutra 115 of the Nandinada Sutras, the all-important support group. Each marriage within a Saivite community enjoys support, strength, and encouragement from the Sadguru and all of Shiva's followers, and counsel from elders when needed, especially in times of trial. Aum Namah Sivaya. Good morning and vanakkam. In this video, we'll be reading from Merging with Shiva, Hinduism's contemporary metaphysics, written by Sadguru Sivaya Subramania Swami. 365 enlightenment lessons from a mystical master, revealing the depths of Raja Yoga, the clear white light, the states of mind, and the ultimate spiritual destiny of every seeker. Today's lesson is lesson 115, and the topic is I am all right now. It is one thing to say I am all right now, and it is another thing to feel it. Can you feel that you are all right now? Can you really believe it? Can you hold that feeling so that this affirmation becomes permeated through your subconscious mind? Let this feeling permeate so deeply through your subconscious mind that it begins working within you, the same way your involuntary subconscious keeps your heart beating and the other processes of your body going. I'm all right now. Let the feeling of these words vibrate within you. Then every time you abide in the luxury of worry, and the luxury of worry is one luxury you cannot afford, say to yourself, I'm all right now, and forget about where you are going. Forget about where you have been, and just be where you are, where your physical body is, in its immediate surroundings. When you do that, you find that where you were going and what you were worried about has to do with the egotistical you, your pride, and the various qualities that you hasten to rid yourself of when you think you should improve yourself. So it is really very practical to live now and be all right in all the nows. But remember, since living in the eternal now lifts you into a higher state of consciousness than you have been accustomed to, you have to continue to feel that you are all right now. When you continue in the consciousness of the eternal now, something mysterious and wonderful begins to happen. Your soul, your superconscious, begins to work out your spiritual destiny. When you quiet your mind, and only when you quiet your mind, you give your soul a chance. What difference does it make if you do have problems? They will work themselves out if you can keep the confusion of your lower states of mind out of the way. Visualize your soul now as a shaft of light. Visualize your mind as various layers surrounding that soul, covering up the brilliancy of that light. If you live in the layers around the soul, which only cover up the brilliancy of the light, you add to the confusion around the soul. By realizing that you are all right this instant, that light of your soul has a chance to shine through the surrounding layers of the mind just a little, enough to calm your future. For your future is made in the present, in the eternal now. And that's it for today's lesson. Take care of yourselves, have a beautiful day, and we'll see you in the next video. Aum Namah Sivaya.